So, in the spirit of the holidays, I figured it was fitting to review this figure right here. This is the Naughty or Nice Classic Santa Claus figure. It is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, and it's made by Fresh Monkey Fiction. So, I think this is a new type of company or something. It's coming from Big Bad Toy Store. So, as you can see on the back, you can see the rest of the line. They have made quite a few different looking Santa Clauses. So we got Sergeant Santa, Mall Santa, Cyborg Santa, Krampus in Santa Disguise, and Pirate Santa. I went ahead and went with the classic one. I don't care for the other ones, but I went with the classic Santa Claus here, and I think this is kind of cool. It looks good through the packaging. What's funny is that it's coming in this Marvel Legends style window packaging. So this is I'm very curious on what the deal is with this. Is the company that makes these boxes, did they just have a bunch of extras lying around after Hasbro decided to go windowless and then just sold it to this company, or I don't know. But it's funny. It's coming in this literally the same Marvel Legends window packaging that we've gotten for many years. So let's go ahead and crack this thing out the box and check them out. And before we get started, be sure to check out the link down below in the description where you guys can order yourself this exact figure from Big Bad Toy Store. Remember, it's only exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, first impressions are pretty good for the most part. I'm actually impressed here. It's not bad. I was expecting some loose joints, right off the bat. It tends to be the trend when it comes to these unknown companies that just make, a figure out of the blue like this. But this actually feels pretty good, quality-wise. Paint-wise as well, it looks pretty good painted. We're going to take a closer look at it for sure. But this is how he comes out of the box. I did not know his hat is removable. That's cool. I like that. I thought that was molded on there, but it is not. You can remove it, and you got his bald head underneath. That looks so good. I'm really digging this. So there he is. This is just a regular, neutral, kind of smirky face. One thing that you might have to do is move the joints slowly a little bit. I did it off camera, but he was a little stiff. Like the head was not moving at all. I thought it was almost like just molded on there, but no, it does move, but I don't know. Maybe because it's cold outside today, that it's a little stiff. Everything I had to just kind of crack it out of place, or get it moving. So, but now he's pretty good overall. No loose joints, no issues anywhere. I have a few. I mean, I guess that's an issue right here, but I'll show that up close. But overall, out of the box, I'm liking him so far. He does come with some pretty cool accessories as well. First, we have a basic stand here. He doesn't need it, but if you want it, he has it. Two pegs there for his feet. Just a white stand that says naughty or nice. Of course, we do get his alternate head sculpt here with a winking face. So there's that. And then we get a present, of course. That's very cool. It does not open. I thought it did. Maybe it does. Oh, wait. Maybe it does. It does. See? Just a little stiff. Just a little stuck on there from being in the package. I don't know how long it's been there. But I did pre-order this 1 year ago to the day, almost. It was Christmas time last year. They went up for pre-order, and they delivered them this Christmas. So it took a whole year to release. There's your present. You can open it. We get a naughty or nice list here with a bunch of names. It's like a scroll. That's cool. I dig that a lot. There is no pen though. We do get, this is awesome. We get a cup here, which would be for a glass of milk, and then here's the milk, so you just slide that right in. Now it looks like there's milk inside. That's cool. And what's milk without cookies? So he does come with a plate. Whoops, there goes the cookies. A plate with two cookies, two chocolate chip cookies. This makes me want to bake and eat some chocolate chip cookies right now as we speak. But check those out. So you can have a little setup here with a glass of milk and a couple of cookies. And then of course we have a present and then his naughty or nice list. And then we get some alternate hands. So you got some grabby hands on the figure itself. Then we get a right pointing finger hand. You can have him pointing at a naughty kid or pointing at his list. Then we have an open left hand and an open right hand right here. These are all fully painted too, even the joints, so you'll see some paint chipping on the joints, which is to be expected when you paint on a joint. So there's that, but that's all the accessories. Not too bad. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I think the retail price was $24.99, I believe it was, which, I don't know. Maybe it should have been 20. Was it 20? I don't know. I'll have the link down below in the description. It's still available right now if you guys are interested. You might want to pick him up because he's pretty darn awesome. Now let's take a closer look at Santa himself. Alright, so I will say that promo images look slightly a little bit more pale in terms of his skin tone. So he's got a little bit of a suntan here, which is not bad. I don't mind it. He doesn't look terrible. So he's just a little bit more tanned than what he looks like in the promo images. His beard is more of a yellowish white beard. You can see the white on his coat is a different white than the beard, so it's not like a snow white type of white, if that makes sense. I don't mind it, the yellow beard. It kind of differentiates between the beard and his collar piece and down his coat, of course. But you can see the whole entire figure is painted. We get some shadowing, some shading around all over the figure. Very nicely done. I think it came out pretty good. I got really no complaints here. Uh, Not bad. Even the white fluffiness of his coat and his cuffs here and his hat and his torso, all the white areas have some shading in there as well. So it's got some detail popping out, you know? Not too bad. The belt's textured too. Check out that belt. Got the golden buckle all painted. Now here on my white collar, this is one of my gripes here. We got a lot of red bleeding on that thing. That looks a little bad, but it's only on that side. You can see that that's just probably my figure because the other side's perfectly clean. But unfortunately, ugh, I'm gonna have to live with that one right there. Just a little too much there on the spray or whatever they were using to paint this guy. But overall, I think that's the only area that looks pretty bad. The lower end of his coat has this cut here, so that you can kind of move his legs around, so it's a softer plastic, but you're gonna go so far, you know? It's still pretty hard plastic in the end. Here's the bottom of the feet down here, nothing special. We get the buckles on the boots painted as well, if I can get it to focus. There you go. Look at that detail. Not bad at all. Really, really am impressed. Now he's chunky, right? He's Santa Claus, so I don't expect him to be Spider-Man at all, but he does have articulation, so let's check it out. Alright, so we're gonna remove the hat here for a second. He does have a ball joint, just a straight up ball joint for the neck, so it's limited. He can look up. It's a little weird there. He can't look up. If you want to tilt him back, he can. He can not really look down, no, because the beard's gonna hinder it completely. So he can only look straight forward, left and right. No issue, but he does angle out a little bit because of the beard, but it's not terrible. Still looks pretty good. And of course, with the hat, you can still move him around. It's tending to pop off right now because it's just sitting on his head. So I didn't want to have it on there, but let's pop his head off here real quick. Put the other one on. Here you can see the ball joint. It's just a straight ball joint, no hinge. Let's see if the other one fits in. Or we got, okay, not bad. It fit in pretty good. So here's the winky face. And then we'll put the hat on him. I like it. I feel like he needs a Coca-Cola now, right? Actually, I might have one lying around. Hold on. There we go. Come on, that's pretty cool, right? That's a custom cola can. It's not really Coca-Cola. You can see that it's not the logo, but hey, it does the job. I think this was Rick Dom, ACBA podcast, y'all. Rick Dom sent me these. Shout out to you, man. I haven't used them, but this is the first thing that popped in my head when I saw this head sculpt on the Santa Claus, and it's works pretty good, I think. Maybe I should put it in the other hand. The winky face is a little awkward, I must say, though. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the open eye just doesn't seem right. Uh, I don't know. But you can probably pull it off depending on the angle that you shoot the photo. But I still like that they gave us this option right here. Alright, let us continue here. The arms are going to go all the way up. They do angle out a little bit, you can see there, because of the shoulder. They're on that hinge. Let's hopefully not scratch the paint here, but let's stretch them out as far as we can. There you go. All the way out. Let's put them back in, see if they... Nope. So no paint rubbing there. I thought it would. Maybe a little bit. No. So we're good. There is no bicep swivel. We only get a single jointed elbow, so we bend at... There goes the hat again. The hat does keep falling off. That's one thing. So it doesn't hit a 90-degree bend, but almost. So we're almost there. It definitely bends better than the Mezco Predator, that's for sure. We would have a swivel at that elbow too. Yeah, it's there. It's a little stiff. There you go. So you can swivel it there. We get a hinge at the wrist right there, and you can swivel it As for the torso, no articulation, but we do get the waist articulation, which is a ball joint, so you can crunch him back and forward. You can see right there. Swivel left and right, and a little bit of a torso tilt there. Legs are going to kick forward. There's that cut coming into play for his coat. So you can kick forward. You can do pretty much a split. Check out the articulation. Not bad. That's like Marvel Legends articulation right there. Split. Then we have a thigh swivel. Single jointed knee. Swivel at that knee, of course. There is no boot cut swivel, but there is that swivel at the knee. Ankle hinge at the foot. And ankle rocker. This is literally a Marvel Legends Santa Claus. Alright, and before we get into some size comparisons, I just want to play around a little bit with the accessories here and get him into a few poses. He is not very agile, of course, but you can still get him into some pretty decent poses or displays. Here he is with just a list of the, of course, the naughty or nice list and the pointing finger. Can't really get him pointing to the list itself, so I figured I'd get him pointing out to like maybe a misbehaving child or something. He's letting you know that he's checking it twice. Alright, so he's got his glass of milk here with his gift in his hand. Kind of hard to get the gift in hand since it's so big and wide. But yeah, you can pull it off. And here we have him with his glass of milk and cookie in hand. Because he gets hungry when he's out there delivering. Alright, so we're going random here because I don't really have Christmas themed action figures. But here we have the starting lineup Hasbro Series 1 LeBron James. So it stands about 7 or so inches tall. Yeah, so about 7 inches to the top of his hat. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Vulcan. Next to the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Here is a Diamond Select Rocketeer figure. And this is the Metacom Mayfax Cyclops. Here is Star Wars The Black Series Axe Wolves. And then here we have a WWE Mattel Elite RVD figure. So that about does it for Santa Claus from the Naughty or Nice series of figures from Big Bad Toy Store. Overall, I really like this figure quite a lot. It came out just as good as I was hoping for, if not better. It did surprise me a little bit, to be honest with you guys, so I'm actually pretty impressed with this release. I'm happy to have like that classic looking Santa Claus in action figure form. Nobody has ever really done it, articulated Santa Claus action figure until now that I know of. I know Mythic Legions made one, but I wasn't really feeling that one. I really wanted this look for Santa Claus. And, you know, I think they did a pretty good job here. I can't really complain. The only thing this thing is missing is a sack of toys. You know, if he came with a bag of toys to put over his shoulder, or, you know, a Christmas tree in the backdrop would have been really cool to have here on display with this figure. But overall, man, I honestly recommend it. So if you guys are interested in a Santa Claus articulated figure, check out the link down below in the description where you guys can order yourself this figure and get a little festive this year with a Santa Claus figure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and as always, take care, take it easy, and I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Bye.